at public meetings and procession, demonstrators, picketers, and petitioners or presenters of petition must do so peacefully and unarmed. You should be able to do it peacefully and unarmed. Assemblies, picketing, and demonstrations which are not peaceful are excluded from the protection of the article. This therefore should be understood very clear, that once that we are not to meet the requirements of section 5 of the same article, then we police have the mandate to ensure that it is regulated, it is managed as per that article. And if it does not meet the requirements, then it is prohibited. If they consist of violence, to or intimidation of the public, then the assembly or the demonstration have to be stopped. If the same exercise, I repeat, if the same exercise consists of violence or intimidation of the public, then the assembly or the demonstration have to be stopped. Likewise, participants in assemblies, picketers, and demonstrators must not be armed. Must not be armed. Weapons as well as defensive or protective contraptions which breed or stimulate aggression have not to be possessed by the demonstrators or picketers, meaning they should not have any kind of protectives, either stones, sticks, or whatever. Peaceful demonstrations should remain peaceful by actions and by the process. Therefore, previous demonstration that has been witnessed in the month of March 2023 concluded or conducted by the Asimio team were met with violence as the demonstrators were armed with machetes who attacked innocent members of the public who were going by their business, resulting in the destruction of property, attacks on members of the general public who are not demonstrating, stealing, looting, and death in some areas were experienced. So you can take it to note that on the previous demonstration, we experienced, or the public experienced, looting, attacking, and also loss of property, which lead to also loss of life. That, therefore, the Asimio demonstrations were nothing but peaceful as such. By this letter, we are declining to allow the Asimio team the go-ahead to proceed with the demonstration, and any such demonstration will be dispersed by law enforcement officers. So this, therefore, indicates very clearly to the Kenyans of goodwill that there will be no demonstration within the city of Nairobi because we are guided by the law. And as I put it very clear, as per Section 5 of the same Article 37, we must ensure that Kenyans are safe. And if the requirements or the applications of the so-called team does not meet the thresholds of the same, then therefore the mandate of the police, it is to regulate, it is to control, and to ensure that Kenyans are safe. At the same time, their properties are secure. And we say the same is declined, and therefore no demonstration within the city of Nairobi or within the entire Nairobi as a city. That is it. And I want to wish Kenyans all the best.
Seeks to come together, that the leader of minority now is the one instigating disharmony within the Azimio coalition. And it will be in my interest, Honorable Speaker, as leader of the majority coalition, that there is disharmony on the Azimio coalition. But in the spirit that we are living in today, it is only sincere and in good taste and in good faith that if the Azimio coalition wants to remove anybody from any position, please follow due process, follow the Fair Administrative Act and the provisions in the Constitution, even under Article 236B of the Constitution. Honorable Speaker, I also want to draw your attention to precedents in this House, Honorable Speaker. And you did allude yourself in your communication to the myriad of letters that have been written by the Secretary General of Jubilee, or the purported Secretary General of Jubilee, because there is a dispute, Honorable Speaker. And in those letters, I did hear the leader of my minority or the deputy leader ask, what is the relevance of those letters? Honorable Speaker, the relevance of those letters by Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary of Jubilee in this matter, is as simple as the Secretary General of Jubilee, in those letters when he has written, Honorable Speaker, and I was just perusing and I've seen, he wrote on CRA nominating the Honorable Nyokabi to represent Jubilee in the CRA Commission. The Azimio coalition had the other nominees. On Iala, Honorable Speaker, you remember, Jeremiah Kioni wrote nominating himself and the former member for Kigumo. And Azimio coalition also had their own other nominees. What that tells us and the relevance of those letters, if I the people who voted for Jubilee in Azimio, in the leadership positions, in nominative positions that are being brought to this House, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, also on precedents, the Honorable Kagushi has alluded to the case in point of the Honorable Momanyi, Commissioner Momanyi, when Wiper, and that is where I was warning and cautioning my brother Robert Mbui, you might be next. Do not support injustice against your sister, because tomorrow it shall be you. Last parliament, it was Wiper. The entire House stood with Wiper. I want to invite the entire House today to stand with the Jubilee Party within the Azimio coalition, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Momanyi eventually was nominated as a commissioner of the Parliamentary Service Commission, recognizing that Wiper were within the coalition. Because that is how, Honorable Speaker, we shall enrich our democracy. Honorable Speaker, this House, Honorable Speaker, has also set precedent, Honorable Speaker. And the House, Honorable Speaker, has a practice not to extinguish the rights of individual political parties. And that is what this House did with Momanyi. That is what this House did with the Honorable David Ochieng when ODM sought to remove him from a committee at a time when he was elected on his own party, MDG. And this House and the Speaker in the 12th Parliament, Honorable Speaker, stood with the rights, individual rights of the party MDG that was only represented by one member in the name of Honorable David Ochieng. And also, Speaker, stood with to protect the fundamental rights of an individual member in the name of David Ochieng and Commissioner Momanyi. I invite you, Honorable Speaker, to allow yourself as you consider this matter. And I know, Honorable Speaker, just to conclude, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I was saying, Honorable Speaker, even as you claimed the property rights to the noisy and messy divorce process, Honorable Speaker, I want to invite you. Intellectual property rights to the noisy and messy phrase. I want to invite you not to allow this process to be noisy and messy. I want to invite you to protect the individual rights of Sabina Chege as a member of this House. I want to invite you to protect the political rights of the Jubilee Party within the Azimio coalition. Finally, Honorable Speaker, we must protect women's rights. I do not know, Honorable Speaker, why, Honorable Speaker, it has to be my sister Sabina Chege. Honorable Speaker, let me make disclosure because the honorable member for Budalangi spoke about conjugal rights. Yes, the Honorable Sabina Chege comes from a county that neighbors my county.
Wanjala, what is your point of
my
order?
point of order, Mr. Speaker, you have clearly heard the leader of majority saying that they are able as Kenya Kwanza to protect the rights of women. Yet they have sacked a director of National Youth Service now, who is a woman. Director of National Youth Service.
Order, Wanjala, order. Order. Majority leader, wind up.
Honorable Speaker, I prefer to ignore the Honorable Angela as usual. Honorable Speaker, I was saying the rights of women must and need to be protected, Honorable Speaker. And I was saying in conclusion, I must make full disclosure. The sacrifices Honorable Sabina Chege sacrificed during the campaigns for the Azimio coalition. I will make disclosure, Honorable Speaker. I had occasion to sit with the Honorable Sabina Chege for not less than 5 hours under a tree without any phone near us or anybody because of the fear that had been visited to people who hail from the Mount Kenya region in supporting Azimio. The sacrifices the Honorable Sabina Chege made must and should be protected. Finally, Honorable Speaker, Sabina Chege represents within the Azimio coalition a huge population of people within the Mount Kenya region, because I hail from the Mount Kenya region, that as few as the votes were that we gave to the Azimio coalition from Mount Kenya, those votes are represented by the Honorable Sabina Chege within that coalition. And we shall defend those votes within your coalition. I do not know what Azimio and ODM have against.
Mama Zamzam. Tuko karibu kumaliza, nimemupa.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Asante sana Bwana Spika. Mimi napenda kuelezea jumba hili kuwa nyumba ya Azimio ina wenyewe. Na wakati ule wakipanga kumchagua wanayemweka pale pia walizungumza kando. Na hakuna ambaye amesema hapa kuwa ikitoka Jubilee enda ODM. Hii ni mambo ya Azimio ni Azimio. Na mimi nataka nikwambie majority leader, nyinyi kwanza ndio mnawadanganya hawa. Na nyinyi mnaodanganya leo mimi nawaambia katika jumba hili, mwanaume yoyote atakayekutoa kwenye ndoa yako akatembea nawe kule nje hawezi akakuamini hata siku moja. Mimi nataka niwaeleze viongozi wenzangu, makelele kule za kuwa ni mengi, lakini wanawachongea nyinyi. Ninamjua William Ruto, yuko very intelligent. He's very smart.
What's your point of order, Mama Zamzam? Tulia kidogo.
Unajua,
tulieni Mama Zamzam.
Mheshimiwa Spika, nitajitahidi kuzungumza kwa lugha ya Kiswahili hata kama sio sanifu kama lugha ya mama Mheshimiwa Zamzam. Lakini